Hello my lovely grade 7s. We continue this week with decimal fractions, but today we're going to be learning how to multiply them by powers of 10. Now we're going to look at our place value columns to start with. If I have 0,001 and I want to times it by 10, remember that when we multiply a number, it grows bigger. And you can see that as we move to the left, numbers will get bigger. So, if I multiply this by 10, it is going to hop from the thousandths column into the hundredths column. So the whole number is going to get up and move one place to the left. So the 1 is going to move into that column. That 0 is going to move into this column. That 0 is going to move into that column. And that 0 is going to move into that column. So you can see that the whole number has been picked up and moved one space to the left. There's another way of looking at that. If I do it as a multiplication down sum, and I take 0,001 and I multiply it by 10. Columns are crucial. I put my 0 down. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 0 is 0. And if I bring my comma down, you will see that my answer is 0,01. The 1 used to be in the thousandths column, and it is now in the hundredths column. So the number has grown bigger. Let's look at a few examples from the textbook. Let's take the number 0,123 and we want to multiply it by 10. Each number is going to go one space to the left. So the 3 that is in the thousandths column is going to move into the hundredths column. The 2 into the tenths column. The 1 into the units column. And then the 0 will go here, but that is an unnecessary 0. Don't forget to replace your comma. So 0,123 times by 10 equals 1,23. Now, as a shortcut, if we look at this problem, when we multiply by 10, because there is 1 0, because it is in one column, the comma moves one space. Now this is going to go against everything that you've ever learned, because the comma moves to the right. The number is moving to the left and growing bigger. So the comma is moving to the right. So if we times by 10, 1 0, 1 space. So the comma then goes here. And there it is, 1,23. So if you are comfortable using this short method, go for it. If you need to use your columns and actually move the number to the left, then rather do that. Let's look at another one. Let's take the number 0,04. And let's multiply it by 100. So 0,04 multiplied by 100. Each number has to move 2 spaces to the left. So the 4 will go not here, but here. And the 0 will go not here, but here. And then we replace those with zeros. So the answer to 0,04 times by 100 is 4. If we want to look at that as a down sum, multiplied by 100, we've got 2 zeros. 1 times by 4 is 4. 1 times by 0 is 0. 1 times by 0 is 0. And then let us bring our comma down, and we have 4. Let's look at another one. 2,314. And we're going to multiply it by 100. 2 spaces. So this whole number here is going to move 2 spaces to the left. 1, 2. So if your comma moves 2 spaces to your right, your number has moved 2 spaces to the left. Let's do another one. 0,04 times by 1,000. 3 decimal places. So that means that your number has to move 3 places to the left, which means your comma is going to move 3 places to the right, and it will be there. So your answer is going to be, and your comma is there. So if you take out the unnecessary information, your answer is 40. Last one before I leave you to it. Let's look at 0,02 times by 200. Right, we no longer have a 1, we have a 2. So this means that you have to do 2 things. You have to move it 2 spaces, and you have to multiply by 2. So the first thing we will do is move the comma. 200 has 2 zeros, so your comma is going to move 2 places to the right. 1, 2. Didn't mean for that to go straight. 1, 2. So your new number is, so let's take out the unnecessary information. We don't need the zeros in front of the 2, and we don't need the comma either. And now we multiply that by 2, which is 4.